Could it be that the light is hitting the darkest corners of sex trafficking and child exploitation? Check out this headline: 13 mayors arrested on child sex crimes since 2021. Let's start with Patrick Wohan. You may recognize him from the many events where he posed with his friend and mentor, our Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg. They forged a relationship as gay activists, as Mayor Patrick was the first openly gay man to serve in that role in Maryland and was, in fact, a mentee of the first openly gay Secretary of Transportation. I actually met Mayor Pete Buttigieg shortly after I was elected mayor in 2015. I went to the U.S. Conference of Mayors winter meeting in D.C. in January, and he was assigned to be my buddy. The two did in fact remain buddies and were known to party together at the White House during the Obama administration. Patrick is well connected. Patrick was arrested on child pornography charges on May 2nd, 2023. Unfortunately, we can add his name to a long list of mayors, men in positions of authority, who are accused of preying on young children while exploiting the trust of their communities. Prince George's County Police Chief Aziz Malik described the case during a press conference in so many ways that people count on public officials, people who are supposed to be honest and trustworthy and have a high degree of integrity. It is troublesome, Malik said. According to local news reports, the National Center for Missing and Exploiting Children first notified police on February 17th of this year of a social media account that was distributing child pornography. Investigators were able to determine that Wohan owned the account in question and that the disturbing images and videos had been uploaded in January of this year. If there is any question as to Patrick's entanglement, they found video at the College Park, Maryland mayor's home, and he was arrested on 56 counts of child pornography. Illicit videos kept in a password-protected file. Methods and tactics of predators are changing rapidly, but social media and apps on phones now play a big role in human trafficking. Patrick used the app called Kik, K-I-K, to manage his perversion. Revealed, Democrat Maryland mayor charged with child porn was mentored by Pete Buttigieg, the post-millennial. Authorities started investigating the former Maryland mayor after a tip came in from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Their investigation led them to a Kik social media account, a platform often exploited by child pornographers, and they later discovered this account, which contained child pornography, belonged to Wohan. Police later seized a storage device, several cell phones, a computer, and a tablet from his residence, all under the suspicion they contained child pornography. Authorities served a search warrant on Patrick and took possession of his cell phones, tablets, and storage devices. Prince George's County Police Chief Malik Aziz noted, "Hero alert. We send a clear message to anyone involved in this type of material that we are working every day to make sure we have a safe county and a safe state. What's done in the dark will come to light." You may also recognize Mayor Wohan for making headlines in Washington, D.C. when he and his husband, Dave Kolsar, attended the signing of the Respect for Marriage Act at the White House. Mayor Patrick remarked at the time, "It feels like it's a sort of turning point and a crossroads, a moment where we're really going to look back in 20 years and remember this day as a date that really signifies something important in history and the history of our country." Now, what we'll remember about Patrick is that Prince George's County Police reports that Patrick Wohan has been charged with 56 counts of possession of child exploitive material and 16 counts of distribution of child exploitive material. Patrick has been a city council member since 2007 and was elected mayor of College Park, Maryland in November of 2015, but of course has submitted his letter of resignation. In his resignation letter, Wohan did not confirm nor deny any wrongdoing. Curiously, the city of College Park thanks Mayor Wohan for his many years of dedicated service, they say in a press release. In my opinion, the city of College Park is either dedicated to politics over community or optics over truth. How do you think a man who was discovered to have and distribute child pornography, allegedly? But let's review the facts of those allegations. On February 28th of this year, a search warrant was executed on Mayor Patrick Wohan's residence as part of an ongoing police investigation. Patrick stated that he cooperated fully with law enforcement, but that it was in the community's best interest that he step aside as mayor so as to not be a distraction. While this investigation does not involve any official city business of any kind, it is in the best interests of our community that I step aside and not serve as a distraction, Wohan wrote. I am stepping away to deal with my own mental health. College Park city officials state that what has come to light in this investigation is a total surprise to us. The statement said, "We encourage our residents to seek any help they feel necessary as a result of this distressing and difficult news." Pete Buttigieg was not available for comment. Patrick isn't alone in this exposure. At least 12 additional then, current, and former mayors have been accused of child sex crimes since 2021, ranging from child pornography to sexual assault. Oftentimes, predators use their position of authority to victimize their prey. So let's do a roll call. In Spencerville, Ohio, Mayor Phil Briggs resigned in January after he was arrested for allegedly secretly recording his girlfriend's teenage daughters while they undressed. Ted Thomas Zawiski, the former mayor of Mansfield Township, New Jersey, was charged in January with sexual assault, luring, and child endangerment. News reports at the time show his fall from grace may have come from a series of controversies, including accusations that he was involved in a bribery scheme. A public works employee filed a civil lawsuit against the mayor, claiming he was offered $10,000 to delay union negotiations. Now he is accused of engaging in multiple sex acts with a 15-year-old. According to the prosecutor, the former mayor had sex with the victim multiple times in Hackettstown and Mount Olive between November 1st of 2022 and January 2nd of 2023. Matthew McIlravy, the mayor of Pilot Point, Texas, resigned in June of 2022, just months after taking office, after he was charged with online solicitation of a minor under the age of 14. And in Athens, Texas, Mayor James Montgomery faces up to 10 years in prison for sending obscene material to a minor when he was mayor in 2020. Mayor Montgomery pled guilty in August of this last year. In Brooksville, Florida, former Mayor Kevin Hahn was charged in 2021 with producing child pornography. He was sentenced to 15 years in federal prison. Donald McLeod, the former mayor of Severance, Colorado, was accused of meeting up with a 17-year-old boy for sex in April of 2021. He was sentenced in December of last year to serve 3 years of supervised probation after pleading guilty to the promotion of obscenity to a minor. In West Bountiful, Utah, former Mayor Carl Johnson and a former bishop for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints was charged in September of 2022 with sexually abusing 3 girls under the age of 13. Carl pleaded not guilty to 7 counts of aggravated abuse of a child. Donald McKinney, the former mayor pro tem of Pickens, South Carolina, was charged in October of 2022 with second-degree criminal sexual conduct with a minor. He was accused of groping and performing oral sex on a 14-year-old victim. Scott Saunders Jr., the former mayor of Smithville, Texas, was arrested twice in 21 on a total of 5 charges, including sexual assault of a child and indecency with a child. The arrest came 4 months after Saunders resigned as mayor, saying he wanted to focus on his family and mental health. It's noteworthy that Mayor Patrick's statement also stated that he needed to work on his mental health. I think it's fair to say that all of these men need to work on their mental health. The former mayor of Beaverton, Oregon, Dennis Doyle, got caught downloading child pornography onto his computer and was sentenced in January to 6 months in prison. Robert Jacob, the former mayor of Sebastopol, California, was arrested in April of 21 on suspicion of sexually assaulting a minor. He was charged with contacting his victim with the intent to commit a specific offense, arranging to meet the victim to engage in lewd and lascivious acts, and committing acts of sexual abuse against a victim under the age of 15. He is scheduled to be sentenced on March 23rd. Walter Hill, the former mayor of Moses, Alabama, has previously served prison time after pleading guilty in 2017 to a charge of using his office for personal gain. And now he's charged with first-degree rape. Perverts in positions of authority seem to think they're above the law, but what's done in the dark will come to light. The lesson here is that predators don't always have face tattoos. They come in the form of politicians, educators, religious leaders. At least 9 religious leaders were arrested in the United States in January for alleged sex crimes against children, ranging from grooming to child porn to rape. And nearly 350 K through 12 educators were arrested on child sex crimes in 2022. But what's done in the dark will come to light.
Thank you for continuing the fight against human trafficking. The simplest thing you can do right now to promote safety and justice is subscribe, like, and comment on this story. The more people who hear real stories of modern slavery, the better educated we'll be to stop the abuse. Join us next Tuesday for more true stories.